Hey girlies, it's Tatiana here, the owner of Pink.plushnails, and I am back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we will be creating a chrome French acrylic nail set using, of course, my Pink Plush products, Young Nail products, and much, much more. So let's get into the video. So as you can see here, I've already completed the proper nail prep, such as pushing the cuticles back, removing dead skin, lightly buffing the natural nails and removing the shine, and applying the dehydrator and the primer. So I already cut the nail down to the desired length that I want. I always tell people make sure you cut it a little longer because you do have to pre-prep the nails by filing it and shaping it. So that's exactly what I did. I decided to do a square shape for this tutorial, and as you can see here, I am using my file and going back and forth in a straight position, and I'm doing the same thing to the exact other side. Once I complete that, I am shaping the tip of the nail to a more squared and tapered look. And this ended up being my outcome. I repeated the steps over and over again. Just remember, ladies, to make sure your nail file is as straight as possible. Remember, however you hold the nail file is what you'll get. And if you haven't gotten a chance yet, make sure you follow all my social media pages, my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to be more consistent on YouTube, at least giving you all a video once a week. And so far, I've been getting a lot of good reviews from what I've been posting, but I'm trying to be more consistent, giving you guys more content as the year goes on. Also, if I haven't mentioned yet, the nail tips I'm using are from Amazon. I'm going to link the picture of them above. The nail glue I'm using, I'm going to link it above as well. It's a very, very good nail glue that I've been using for years. It hasn't caused any lifting. It hasn't caused any nails to break. So make sure you check them out and give them a try. And let me know below what your favorite products are. So once I complete my shaping, I then go into blending the real nail and the fake nail using my sanding bit. I usually put my nail drill at a medium speed. I don't want to press too much onto the client's nail and hurt them. So a medium speed is what's comfortable for me. And as you can see, I'm blending all 10 of her nails, making sure I don't have any bumps, so that when I apply my acrylic, it's going to be as smooth as possible. Natural disasters. My baby is This was the outcome of my nails after shaping and prepping. Also, don't forget to check out my website and purchase my Pink Plush acrylic brush. This is going to be the brush that I'm going to be using in today's videos and in all my videos. Don't forget to shop on my website and purchase your Pink Plush acrylic brush and all your other Pink Plush items. So now it's time for the acrylic application using my Pink Plush acrylic brush and Young Nails nail powder, which I will be using Cover Flamingo for this set today. Using a controlled bead placement, I let the brush do all the work, meaning I apply my acrylic brush into the monomer, tap it to the side a little bit, and using my nail brush stomach, I pick up the acrylic powder, hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and then I place it onto the nail using a pat and pull method. The goal here, girlies, is to make sure you keep the acrylic within the nails. I talk about this in all of my videos, but it is very, very, very important, ladies and gents. And if I haven't mentioned, I do offer in-person, group, and online nail classes. So if you do need that one-on-one experience or in-person experience, make sure you check out my website and book one of my nail classes or purchase one of my nail products. I'm repeating this method over and over again. I'm adding acrylic where I feel like I need it. Sometimes, girlies, you can place the nail to the side and see where you are missing acrylic. This is very, very, very important. You want to make sure the acrylic is as smooth as possible and is placed everywhere on the nail. So I'm repeating the method again using the pat and pull method, and I'm making sure my bead is not too runny and not too hard. It just has to be the perfect bead to ratio. Remember, 3 to 5 seconds. That's all it takes to get a good bead. So now I'm making sure none of the acrylic is going over the nail. I'm keeping all of the acrylic within the nails. That's a very important technique. I start by picking up another bead again using my pat and pull method, and now I'm getting into the cuticle. The only difference between the cuticle and the other applications is when you're getting a cuticle nail bead, you want to make sure you sync the cuticle with the acrylic. Not too much and not too little. Just the perfect amount, and then you continue with the pat and pull method, similar to what I just did here in this video.
Say what, say what, say what? Yeah, girl, you know what's up. Say what, say what, say what? Girl, you know what's up. Me and my people be rolling, scheming on you and your homie. The very first day of summer, all grown down in the Hummer thing. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this way. You and your girls on the ride. Play all day, walk on the line. Say what, say what, say what? You know that I like it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. And you know what I need. Ooh, say what, say what, say what? You know that I'm about it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. I'm digging you. I'm feeling you.
When I do nails, I always try to focus on a smooth bead placement, building a clean apex, and keeping the structure thin but strong. That is a very important, girlies. So always remember that technique when applying acrylic. Now I am applying acrylic on my thumbnails. I'm making sure the bead is a little bit bigger than normal, only because the thumb is usually the biggest nail on your clients. So I'm also making sure my nail brush does all the work, okay? Always remember, you are in control of the acrylic. Don't let the acrylic control you, girlies. Once the acrylic is fully set, I file, reshape, and refine the structure using my e-file and hand files, and then I get into the nail art. So for this tutorial, I decided to do a French look for all her nails, and then you're going to see me apply the chrome on top. Using a very thin nail art brush, I'm going to use the A method to create a French. So I draw a line on both sides evenly, then I draw two lines going downwards, looking like an A. Then I outline it with more gel polish, and then I fill it in with more gel polish, and I outline it once more, creating a curve so that my French can be a very clean and precise. Once I complete this nail, I place her finger into my LED lamp for 60 seconds, and I repeat the method over and over again. For every nail that I complete of French, I cure it. It's just my method. Some people wait for all 10. I like to make sure it's as cured as much as possible before I apply my chrome. I don't want to run into the conflict of it messing up at all, or my French messing up, or the gel polish not being cured enough so that when I apply my chrome, it becomes an issue.
And I know you put that on for me. Trying to silence me, my anxiety can shake it off. Hold on, baby, I'm a player, not a simp, babe. This shit coming on.
Once I've completed the French tip look on all her nails using gel polish, I then began to start buffing chrome onto the gel polish of the nails. I gently buff all of the nails with the chrome on gel polish only, not on the acrylic at all. Once I applied the chrome onto the entire nail, I then dusted off with my dust collector, removing any excess of chrome on the client's nail before applying the top coat. Once I remove any excess of any other chrome dust off of her nail, I do cure it in the LED lamp for 60 seconds before I apply the top coat, just to make sure the chrome is sealed onto the gel polish of the nail. Another tip, girlies, is that you can use black gel polish instead of white gel polish to achieve this look as well. I just prefer white gel polish. It always just pops out more for me, but you can use a black gel polish to achieve this look as well. So for this set, I decided to add a few abstract lines to make the set stand out a little bit more. I did decide to do it in pink because you guys know I love some pink, but I wanted to make it a little bit different and I didn't want it to make it so plain. So I added a few lines with my liner brush, and for every other nail that I did it a little bit different from the first nail.
Say what, say what, say what? Yeah, girl, you know what's up. Say what, say what, say what? Girl, you know what's up. Me and my people be rolling, scheming on you and your homie. Every first day of summer, all grown down in the Hummer Pink. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this way. You and your girls on the ride. Play all day, talk on the line. Say what, say what, say what? You know that I like it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. And you know what I need. Ooh, say what, say what, say what? You know that I'm about it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. I'm digging you. I'm feeling you. Feels like, feels like, feels like. You dropping famine, natural disasters. My baby is built around me. Kingdom to falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Feels like.
Once I completed my abstract look for all the nails, I did secure it with a top coat once again in the LED light. Sometimes I apply it twice because I want to make sure the chrome doesn't rub off on the nail if my client showers or do etc. So sometimes I seal it with two coats of top coat, and that's exactly what I did here. Once I completed adding the top coat onto the nail, I did add some rhinestones on it just to pop it out a little more. And this ended up being the final look. So this concludes my video, girlies. A clean chrome French acrylic set with a soft pink abstract look. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check out my Pink Plush products and other products on my website. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.